head in the air watching us. So that's the first thing they have to learn. So I have a little system that I want to teach a dog to go in the ring and look like it's been there before. And so I'll take the dog outside the ring, we come in the ring, and we'll go across to that second mat. And I'll do anything to keep the dog fired up and paying attention to me. I'll lure them, I'll poke at it, and I'll do anything. Let's go, we're gonna heal. And I'm messing with the dog because I want the dog being awake and driving, yeah. Get over there, and I'll plant my left foot as I go across. I'll go across, plant my left foot, and say close. Close is my word for get in position, look at me. Okay? And I'll have a treat. And I'll say close, bang, that's another treat. Close, bang, that's another treat. And I'll do that until I can walk over there, plant my left foot, turn, and the dog goes boom, and look at me. Okay, now the next step is I'm going to start teaching the dog to get off his behind with his head in the air. So I have the treat in my hand here. I'm not showing it, I'm on board. The treat will be here, and I'll take one step, and I'll give him the treat. I back up. Get the dog in position, take one step. Now, if I feed them 3 or 4 times, then pretty soon they're going to get off their butt with their head in the air automatically. I'm starting to form a habit. Get up off your butt with your head looking at me. And so I'll do this, yes, slide the food down to see my pan. Okay, we'll continue doing that for 3 or 4 times until the dog starting to get up with his head in the air. Get up with his head in the air. Then maybe after I've taken that one step, then maybe I'll take 2 steps. I'll get the dog sitting there, say, let's go, boom, boom.
If they can't go 3 steps, they cannot go 8 steps.
No, and then I'll come back, and maybe I'll do a 1 step. Maybe I always start and I always come back. When I'm starting out, I'm wanting the dog, teaching the dog to look at me and stay in reasonable position. Why? Because the good things are always here on the scene, as we talked about before. Then maybe the next time I'll go 3 steps. Boom, he gets a treat. We go back. If I'm going this way, it's the attention, the position, and getting up off of the butt with your head in the air.
And fun.
Yes, and then going back to the place is fun. I want that dog to start to associate healing with having a good time. I'll push the dog, I'll do anything, have the dog bouncing around. We come back, I'll say close, he has to get in position. Then maybe I'll go 4 steps. Come back, maybe I'll do 1 step again. And I'll continue to do this, gradually going further and further, but always coming back and doing 1 step, 3 steps, 2 steps, where the dog never knows when he's going to get the treat. So pretty soon he gets a habit of watching me because he don't want to miss his treat. So he's coming out. Hey, thank you, bud. He's coming out with his head up because it's become a habit to start doing this. Well, I'll take a dog, still take him further, but I will still do 1 step. He never knows when the treat's coming because that's the problem. Most people, they start getting out there 10 steps or so, they want to go, you know.
They want to go from 10
Bullshit.
to 30 steps.
I want that dog to never know when it's coming for a long time, so that habit of keeping watching me all the time is going to be there. My goal is, when I start a dog there, is to go all the way down, all the way across, all the way back down, all the way across where we started without the dog ever dropping his head, watching me the whole time. That's the goal. Once I get down, halfway down the first leg, then it's easier.
It's downhill from there.
Yeah, it's easier then to go on because they've gotten a pretty good habit now. It's just making sure that you don't go too far too fast where they start dropping their head and looking around or doing something. And after a while you get a
That's
feeling.
what your dog does.
And after a while
Yeah.
you get a feeling of when you're about to the limit, you don't want to go any further. And I'll treat, and then we go back, we'll go through maybe, and even if doing that, I'll still do the 1 step or 4 steps. I'll mix it up where they never know when it's coming because I'm constantly wanting to strengthen that habit.
Yes, but it's hidden.
It's in my hand like this.
It's not a
Yeah, I'm not roaring. I'm not saying, look at this, look at this, look at this.
It's a reward at this point. Because
see-
we've done a bunch of foundation work before that.
Okay, real quick. A lot of people, if you say I'm a food trainer, well, you better get off that food. You can't take food in the ring. Your dog won't work in the ring. Bullshit. Person says that, they don't know how to use food.
Don't know how to use
Don't know
food.
how to use food. Because I use food on every dog that I've owned From the beginning, when they're puppies, until they're retired. If I get kicks out and do some just playing around with him, if he's working obedience, he still gets rewarded for food. I've never taken food in the ring in my life before. My dog, I got work in the ring too. So don't let anybody tell you, oh, you got to get him off that food.
Gotta get them off that food. Gotta get them off
People
that
would say that as luring people.
They don't know how to use food.
Yeah. I think I told you about the couple that had the Dobrins that time, and they asked me to come to their house to help, and she had the ball, and the dog was feeling, oh my God. I was like, what the hell is she talking about? This dog looked beautiful. And then I asked her, give me the ball. And that dog didn't even lag, it followed. His head down, just moving along. It didn't know how to heel. All it knew was to follow the tennis ball. Take the lure away, the dog don't know what the hell to do. Same thing with the food. If you're luring all the time, take the food away, the dog hasn't learned to heel, hasn't learned to do whatever you're luring him around. That's all they've learned to do is follow the food. Yes, it's in my hand, so I can slide it down the seam of my pants immediately, because the thing of it is, that's why they start watching. By doing this, and they never know when it's coming. They don't know if it's coming on the first step, the second step, the third step, the fifth step. They don't know. So they get in a habit of watching all the time because they don't want to miss it. You know, and like I said, the problem with this is you get people that's getting out there pretty good, then they don't want to continue doing that thing. They start taking off, and then the dog starts dropping his head, and now they're back in problems again because they haven't taught the dog long enough to where it's become a habit for them to keep it up there all the time.
And so that's what I would do with Lana, is go back to.
I keep hers short. She doesn't do any long healing
Maybe
right
that
now.
was the thing.
That's part of the problem.
Is she still?
But anyway, that happens to be the way that I teach. Bobby's got another way that she lures to a degree, but then she knows when to take the lure away
That's
and
what we're
make the
working on
dog
with her,
work.
is trying to get her off.
Yeah.
Because that bitch won't do anything without food in her face.
Yeah.
She's gonna learn to do it without food in her face.
Yeah.
If it kills her.
Yeah.
And it might.
So-
That part, it
Listen,
might.
folks, we're going to have to get busy here because I'm going to have to get out of here.